Alicia with Beyond Books with the Clydes, and some good friends of ours gifted us a whole bunch of peaches from their peach tree. So I am going to go ahead and bottle them. So the first step is to wash your peaches, and then you're going to peel them. I like to peel them into big bowls with really cold water into them. And so you're going to peel them and you're going to pit them, obviously, but make sure you get all the bruised parts out. You're not going to want to put those in the bottles. So that's step one. Okay, you're going to want to use clean hot jars. So I like to just soak my jars in some really hot water and make sure that they're clean. So I'm going to wash these really quick, rinse them out, and then go to the next step. Okay, the next step is after you've washed and your jars are nice and hot and clean, you're going to take the lids that you're going to be using. These are wide mouth lids. This is a really good brand. They have the best, for me, the best success on sealing. So they need to be nice and hot. So you just get a nice pot of water, and once I get it to boiling, then I just turn it down. But I'll put 7 in there at a time just because that's how many jars my canner can hold at one time. So they're good just to sit there for a little bit. Okay, the next thing is that you're going to take your jar and you're gonna make a light syrup. And this is totally just up to personal preference. I usually can my peaches in quart jars. So I usually will do, depending on how sweet the peaches are, and these are very sweet peaches, I'm gonna do like 1/8 of a cup of sugar in, and then I mix it up with some hot water, and I just stir it with a spoon, and then I will fill up those, fill up the jars with the peaches. So let me show you. Put your sugar in, and I use really hot water just from the tap. Gonna swish it around. And I don't know how many peaches I'm gonna have. These were pretty small peaches, so I don't know how many quarts I'm gonna get, and then I just mix it up. Okay, and then you'll do that with all of your jars. Then you're gonna take this is just a nice wide mouth funnel to keep your peaches from getting all over. It's just really sticky. Canning is just kind of a sticky process. So now I'm just gonna take these peaches and I'm gonna fill it up. You don't push them down tight, but I kind of like to tap it, spread them out even. And because my tap water gets really hot, you're gonna want the liquid to be about a 1-inch headspace. So I'm gonna put it just above this rim right here. So I'm gonna fill it up with really hot water, and I'm gonna do that with all my jars, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so after you get your jars filled up, I take just a knife and I tap each jar. This helps bring the bubbles to the surface so you don't have any air pockets in your jars. So we'll do that really quick. Aren't they pretty looking? These really are super delicious peaches. Okay, so then after that, you want to just take a paper towel and you're gonna wipe the rims off your jar because you want it nice and clean so you can have a good seal with that lid. So after you do that, grab these lids that you got over here, being warm, and you're gonna take your little magnet so you don't have to reach in there and burn your hand. So I like to just put the lid on, and then I put the ring on. Anyway, then you go back and you're going to just tighten it with your hand, and then do that with all your jars, and then I'll show you the next step. So they're all full. Now we're gonna load up our canner. I like to do opposite sides just so that it doesn't tip over. And then I put the last one in. Then you're gonna carefully lower it down inside. And then you're gonna fill this up with water till it's about a couple inches higher than the jar. Okay, so it's all full. This particular canner is called a water bath canner or a boiling water canner, just because you're literally giving these jars a bath. So now you're gonna transfer this over into the stove. Yes, it's very heavy. Then you're gonna turn it on to high, because you want to bring this water to a boil. Put the lid on it. And it's gonna take a while. So you're gonna bring this to a boil. Once it starts boiling, it doesn't need to be like a rolling crazy boil. So I like to turn my temperature down, keep it boiling, but not so it's like so hard. And then once that boiling starts, then you start the timer and you're gonna process quarts. Quarts are 25 minutes. And then you take them off. We'll wait until it gets done. Okay, so once the 25 minutes is up, you're gonna take your lid off. Now, typically, you're gonna remove it from the heat, but I have more jars to do, so I'm not going to. And if you'll notice, I did have a jar break during processing, so that's a huge bummer. That happens. Watch out, buddy. So you just use your really cool lid lifter and transfer it over to a towel, and then you'll check the seal as they cool, but that's like a popping sound. So as far as lids break or jars breaking, sometimes like I reuse my jars and sometimes they'll just get a weakness in them and they break with the heat. All right, that's it.